So good morning, James and Katie. New format of a discussion here. So introducing James, patent partner, Katie, trademarks partner, Katie Cameron, James Cross, and I'm Hugh Dunlop. And basically, we need to update our instructions and advice to clients on our website because there's so much material leading up to the end of the Brexit transition period on the 31st of December. And then we have a trade deal. And so we need to advise clients on what to expect in the course of 2021 on these matters. Much has changed. So this format just gives us a quick opportunity to catch up and summarize what are the sort of top 3 things we should be advising clients. So Katie, you've been very busy basically creating new trademark files after the end of the Brexit transition period. And so tell us about that.
Yes, I think trademark owners need to think about 3 different facts when considering their trademarks. If trademark owners had registered rights before the 31st of December in the EU, those registered rights will have automatically been cloned onto the UK register and a separate right has been created. However, if a client had an EU trademark application as at the 31st of December, that will not be cloned onto the UK register. Instead, the trademark owner has up until the 30th of September this year to refile the application at the UK Trademarks Office. And that trademark application will retain the filing date of the original EU trademark application. And then going forwards, as the UK is now out of the EU, any new filings that a client is considering doing at the EU IPO will also need to be done at the UK IPO as a corresponding filing. So those are the top 3 points for trademarks, I think, to consider this year.
Yes, indeed. And indeed also registered designs, European registered designs. So we have filed a few applications for registration of designs just leading up to the end of December. And so I need to go ahead and write to those clients to say that they now need to refile those in the UK IPO. And I've got, I think you said till the 30th of September to do that. Well, I'm sure we can get the designs sorted out in that time period. But do you expect that you might be receiving late instructions coming up to the end of that September deadline?
I would think that may well be the case because there may be some EU applications that will be pending just because the examination process hadn't been completed. But if an opposition has been lodged to an EU application and the opposition proceedings are still ongoing, then there is a possibility that the opponent could re-attack the corresponding UK application on the basis of an earlier EU right, which has now become an earlier UK right as well. So some clients may well be waiting up until the end of September to see whether they settle those opposition proceedings before going further with a UK application as well.
So I dare say we'll be keeping a close eye on those ones. So, of course, we have now the EU, UK-EU trade deal. It's 1,400 pages long and it's interminable language, but there are about 30 pages that relate to intellectual property. I had a good look through those. It's all familiar stuff. So the top line message is nothing much changes. So there's a commitment to reiterate the TRIPS agreement, the Rome and Berne Convention of copyright. So terms of copyright don't change. There's a reiteration of the what is considered protectable as a design. So stuff we're very familiar with. So I did write an article that's on the website on the subject of exhaustion of rights in intellectual property. That is to say, importation of grey goods. And we anticipated in the event of a hard Brexit that there would be an imbalance. And indeed, this agreement says it's up to the 2 parties to set their own rules for exhaustion of intellectual property rights. So I think that situation continues. That could be the subject of a whole other webinar. I will just take the item on the website and I'll update that to say that that's still in effect. And there's much, we could have another webinar on the subject of registered designs and and the extent to which this agreement clarifies that it is still the status quo. So, James, you attended a meeting of the Chartered Institute of Patent Attorneys Council last week, and they also looked at the contents of the EU trade deal. Any conclusions to relay?
Yeah, thanks, Hugh. So there's a bit less to say on the patent side. It bears repeating that the European Patent Convention is an entirely separate piece of law from anything within the EU. So there's nothing about Brexit or the trade deal that affects the EPC. Now, at the moment, because of COVID-related restrictions, we're not travelling between the UK and Germany or Netherlands to go to all proceedings. Those are all taking place by video conference at the moment, and that seems to go pretty smoothly at the moment. I had exam oral proceedings just before the lockdown, first lockdown in March, by video, and that all worked very smoothly. But as the lockdown restrictions get lifted, we will need to travel more to Germany and the Netherlands. So the EU trade deal with the exemption for business-related travel is welcome. It specifically says that we can travel for business meetings, and of course, as an Anglo-German firm, we need to have meetings with our colleagues in the German office. As far as travel to oral proceedings in Munich and The Hague, we're really at least as good a position as attorneys from any other countries, such as Turkey and Finland and so on, which are member states of the EPC, and their ability to represent before the offices of the EPO is enshrined in the EPC. The business travel arrangements will probably allow us to travel to oral proceedings without a visa, but if we do need visas, we can't see any problem in obtaining those. So nothing really to report on the patent side. More generally, when we can start traveling to Germany, we're looking forward to meeting up with our colleagues again.
Yes, indeed. Looking forward to the rollout of the vaccine. So the government plan is to have us all vaccinated, all over 50s by April, but by Easter, I think. So that would be a wonderful situation to be able to get back into visiting our German offices. I, for one, am very keen to have a team meeting. Because my team is extended across Freiburg and Munich and London, and that's a challenge in the lockdown situation. So one other thing that we might look out for in 2021 is the possibility of the Unified Patent Court and the Unitary Patent. There has been another complaint has been filed, but at the German Constitutional Court, they dismissed the previous complaint, and the German Parliament took a vote to ratify the agreement. I do understand that they're having difficulty training judges now that the UK has left the system. So whether it takes off in 2021, well, we'll just have to keep an eye out on that one. Cornelius in Freiburg is rewriting the book into German to update it to the new circumstances, and so we'll be publishing another edition of the book on the Unified Patent Court and the Unitary Patent in due course. Katie, what are you looking forward to in 2021?
I think the same as you both, the ability to travel again and to meet up with colleagues and to be able to discuss and develop our practice and law.
Indeed. James, anything else we need to think about posting on the website, or anything else you're looking forward to?
Well, yes, one thing I'm definitely looking forward to is new London offices in 2021. We're looking at new premises at the moment. It looks like we'll have a mixture of working at home and working in the office, and we're going to make the office a thoroughly welcoming and agreeable place for people to meet up in. Probably more meeting and social areas and perhaps fewer offices. So really looking forward to that.
Yes, looking forward to that very much. Well, and we'll be able to see each other and have proper social occasions after our office hours. Well, look, let's leave it for that for now. We'll go ahead and post this. You've given me what I need to update clients on the website. We'll get that updated, and let's do this again. Thank you both very much.
Great. Thanks, Hugh.
Take care then.
Bye.
Okay.